Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, looking good, Billy Ray, feeling good, Lewis. I'm going to start the chart. What a great way to start the show. I'm going to start the show today looking at the NASDAQ on a daily basis. This is the chart as it was as of Friday. The reason why this was so very important, folks, and we've focused on it in the newsletter, is it was a perfect 382 retracement off of the May low. And it was a perfect symmetrical AB equals CD at 145.50. However, there were some things that were a little troubling in what we saw in the market on Friday with the big move that it had, and I like to try to alert you to what we were looking at. Each day I send videos out of what I think is going to happen, but especially on getting ready for Monday, I send them out on Sunday to what we're watching in the market. And this was very important because, hold on one second, excuse me, what we were seeing here in the NASDAQ on Sunday night, you'll be able to see it very clearly once I get this up here. I've got a dual system here now with the, hold on one second here. You'll notice Sunday night, we make a beautiful ABCD pattern up there at the 148.30. And then the market broke down hard, and then early in the morning, at 1 o'clock in the morning, all the alerts starting to go off, and it was telling you that it was making a 382 retracement. That was the first sign that there was something not right. And so we let that, everybody was aware of that, wanting to see it at that time. The S&P was trading at around 43.40, I believe. The high had been 43.60, which was the 78% retracement of the range. But this is the one that had been leading the market, so we had to pay very, very close attention to it. Now, the reason why I'm bringing you this information is because I want to tell you a story. Everybody watches this Sunday night football, Monday night football, Thursday night football, whatever. There's all kinds of them. And I actually watched the end of the game yesterday because I wanted to see what the final score was. And for the second reason, I wanted to see how well Tom Brady did. And, of course, his team won in the last second when Brady's friends in the stadium, he still had a few friends in the stadium, moved the goalposts over a little bit in order for that football to get knocked off to the side, and the field goal was no good. But only a few people saw it. I happened to be one of them that was watching it. A lot of things like that happen in football that people are not aware of, but I certainly am. I follow it very closely. And if you believe that, folks, I still have 2 shares of the Brooklyn Bridge available for you. Now, I'm going to get to the story, okay? The reason why this is important, a lot of people watch football on Saturday. A lot of people watch football on Sunday. I don't watch it all anymore. I'll watch a little bit of the championship baseball series, but the football, I gave that up a long, long time ago. But there are people that have hobbies that are very productive that are not related to football. One of them happens to be a friend of mine over in the far country of the Isle of Man. Actually, what he does as a hobby, and he enjoys it very much, is he likes to scan through the U.S. Patent Office and see which patents are available. Now, let me tell you something that's coming, folks. You think we've got some high-tech stuff going on right now? There's a company out there called Ray-Ban. They make glasses, right? Well, guess what? They have partnered with Apple. And they're going to be coming out, not this year, not next year, but very, very soon. They're going to come out with a pair of glasses that not only will have a widescreen video camera that you'll be able to watch any movie or any live presentation on the TV in those sunglasses or glasses at any time that you want. Not only that, the glasses will also have a phone on it. And I don't think it has a microwave oven, but it has just about everything else. And it'll all be triggered by movement in your hand. There's going to be a chip that they'll insert in your hand, just like they have with the COVID, and you'll be able to move your hand, your right knuckle, your left knuckle, index finger, whatever it is. That'll either trigger your phone or trigger the, if you pull off the side of the road and you want to see widescreen program, it'll be right there for you. Everything will be done. Anyway, these are the types of patents that he looks for on here. This is one of the reasons why he's been bullish Tesla for so long, is because they have so many of these patents out there that have nothing to do with the automobiles other than the software that's related to them. So I just thought I'd bring that to your attention. And I have some good news. That person's going to be our guest this week, one day, Mr. John Jameson from the Isle of Man. He's going to talk to us about some of these things that are coming into the far, far different future. You know, we're only, what's that they say all the time? I can't remember from my ancient. I love the thing that I like on TV. I like the Ancient Aliens because I see a lot of my relatives in those programs. But it's in there. If Ancient Aliens know that whatever it is, but we're not going to be talking about that at all. It's just going to be an interesting thing about some of the new stuff that's going to be coming out with these things. So let's keep in mind, where we are. Now, I wanted to talk about another one that we talked about, and that was the gold market, because gold had this unusual move the other day, and I wanted to bring everybody's attention to it because this is one of the videos that I sent out Sunday night to watch this, because it was very important to see if it was going to be happening. Now, you can see here we had the 382 retracement there. That was the first one, and the market went up and made a slightly higher high. And when it was doing that, I was telling the folks in the video, I said, look, I don't know what's going on here because open interest isn't increasing, but to have a strong move like that and then hardly any type of a back off, you've got to pay very, very close attention to it. Now, I don't buy breakouts. I'm not going to start now, that's for sure. But you notice we makes a high Sunday night, and then we drop $20. We come right, $18, which is the half the harmonic number, and we stop right at the 382 retracement there at 1748. We rally up to the 61% retracement, come down and test the 382 again, and then away it went. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because the next time we have a trading day, and we're going to be having one probably sometime in November, I'm going to really quantify these for you so that you're able to spot them without any help at all, and that's the real key. But look what happened, just to prove to you how important that 382 is. Now, here's the gold move here just in the last few hours. I've been watching this because I wanted to let you folks see this. If you'll take a look at this, this is just a 2-minute chart. You'll see the first retracement, the first dark line right there at 382 retracement. The second one, 382 retracement. They're both about equal, about $3 or $4. And look what it does. It goes all the way up to the 1.618, and then it backs off just a little bit, and then keeps going higher. I think the high so far has been 1772. That's why these 382s are so very, very important in these strong trending markets, folks. And folks, we have one right now in the stock market. It's going to be very, very interesting to see where we are, because at that price that we had there in the let's get this up here in the NASDAQ, because this is extremely important, folks, what happened, because there was no rally, and that was the real key here. At that point, you were down 2 standard deviations. You were at a perfect 382 at an ABCD. When that breaks, look out, and it has broken.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave Sign up for the opening call risk-free today.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Okay, folks, I posted the chart of natural gas just to show you the wild swings that we're having in there, folks. You know, every time it goes from 573, to 583, that's $1,000. And it's swinging $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 at a time. That's tremendous volatility. Of course, we're seeing that also in the crude oil, and I believe I'm looking sometime here today or tomorrow. We're looking for a topping action here in both crude oil and heating oil because we are making a 3-drive pattern. But with the news that came out that the folks from Saudi Arabia had solved all their problems as far as trade, that everything was copacetic, and of course away it goes. Now we have another market that we've been paying very, very close attention to for a long time, and that is the euro. And of course, we know that the euro is directly related to the dollar index because the euro is 53% of the value. Let's try that again, Larry. The U.S. dollar is 53% of the dollar index is in the U.S. dollar. So the reciprocal of that is the euro. And now we've got the euro has started to move away from that 115.85 level. We got up to 116.40 so far today. We're backing off a little bit. That's another one that's been on our watch list for some time. Another one that we were really, really excited about today was buying January soybeans at 12.44. Unfortunately, they only got to 12.45 before they decided to rally about 14 cents, but that's neither here nor there. They're trading around 12.50 right now, so there's no love lost on that. So we're just watching a few of these markets because they are so very volatile. I wanted to share with you 2 cents worth here of what we're looking at here in some of these things, but here happens to be the let's just get this up here and take a look. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but when they do, those are the ones you'd like to see. And if you'll notice here that we are looking at a potential here of a move, correction move here for the rest of the day in the crude oil. Now, if we exceed 78.40, which is up 50 cents from where we are right now, this would certainly negate that move as we're looking at that. And since we're talking about the stock market, folks, when it broke all those standard deviations number. That Floor Trader's Handbook has got so much great information in it. I mean, it really, what we saw Friday night. With that big, strong rally, and then again on Sunday was nothing more than a quick, short covering rally. All you have to do is Saturday morning, look at the CME, go to the open interest, defy human nature, do the work yourself, and check and see if there was big increases at open interest. Because if that was there, you'd say new buyers are coming in, but no, open interest decreased. That was short covering, and then you could see it Sunday night when the market couldn't get above the 78% level at 43.65, and not only that, but the NASDAQ, the weakest of all of them, could not even make a 382 retracement of the whole move. I mean, that's what was really surprising. It had the nice ABCD, and we got the 382 off of that, but there was nothing in the cards as far on a longer term basis. That's showing you why it was so very, very weak. So I hope that helps. We've got a call here from Mr. Z saying, for me, broke, much higher prices. Z saying that because oil went above 76.90 and 76.98, you could see prices for a longer time. You're not wrong. You're right. I'm just saying that I'm very skeptical up in here, and I'm just looking at the 1.618 expansion, my friend. Anything above 79 tells me that I'm full of baloney. I happen to be full of baloney, but that's a good thing, Anyway, it's just I'm looking at the shorter term pattern, Z. That's all. I'm looking at that hourly chart, and I see some resistance coming up in here, and that's all I'm really looking at. And believe me, I stand corrected when I see these things enough to, not get in front of, especially getting in front of you, Mr. Z, because you've nailed this out pretty good. I mean, this bottom that I looked at over the weekend in soybeans was really looks good. It might still get there, I don't know, but that's the kind of thing that I'm looking at for. Now, I was unfortunately able to get short the heating oil, but that didn't last very long because it was right in that emotional minute there, so you got stopped out of that one really quick, and the bonds just missed our sell point before breaking a point, so we missed a couple of really good layup trades today, but we did have the stock indices lined up pretty nicely, so that worked out pretty good. So that's what you have to do when you're watching these things. There's so many of them going on with so much volatility that you have to use stops in these markets, folks, because if you don't, you're going to be looking at some real serious damage, not just to your portfolio. That's not using the stops. What it does is it damages your psychic. And, that's the main thing. If you break the psychic of somebody, that's what they do in sports, is they try to break the psychic, break that psychic rhythm of what they're trying to do. That's the main thing. I don't know if I happen to be a basketball fan because of the Boston Celtics and Larry Bird back in those days from 1980 through 1992 when Bird played. I watched almost every game there in San Luis Obispo because we had MSG out of Massachusetts Sports Network, MSN I think is what it was, and we would get all the Celtic games, so we would watch them. And one of the things that the opposing team would try to do is they would try to distract Mr. Bird when he shot a free throw. And the only time that they ever got that to work was right behind where he was shooting the basket where the glass is, and the hoop and everything. He does his usual thing where he lifts his leg up and stuff. And as he's getting ready to shoot, they roll down a life-size nude picture of a young girl. And Bird actually started to crack up and laugh. And he turned around and sank both free throws. Anyway, that's pretty much, he had his eye on the ball, I guess. Anyway, that's some of the things that I do like sporting events. And believe it or not, folks, yesterday the Dodgers were playing the Milwaukee Brewers for 2 days, and they were trying to, win. They had San Francisco had to lose, and the Dodgers had to win from there to win their division series, but they didn't. They won both games, but San Francisco won one of the games. But both of my girls, they're in their 50s now. Lauren will be 50. She'll be 52 on Wednesday. But the main thing is that. They called me and told me of the memories that we had of all the time we went to Dodger Stadium when Tommy John was there, and even afterwards, because I had other Dodgers that were my customers, and of course Wes Parker was one of my good buddies and stuff. So it was really great, and it just brought back a whole lot of memories, and it was really funny, some of the things that happened. One of the things that my girls used to do is, because we had that contact, is if someone had a special birthday or something, they would say, Dad, we'd like to take such and such Stephanie to her birthday, at Dodger Stadium to go into the clubhouse like we always do. Well, I had to pick up the phone and call Tommy, and that was a piece of cake to get that done, because we treated them really nice. They treated us really nice. And so it worked out, really good for everybody. So anyway, it was fun to, listen to the reminiscing of that. And it was really, really good. Okay, let's move on here. If you have any questions, 877-927-6648. We got to pay a few bills, and we're going to come back and we're going to take a look at the euro.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Okay, folks, I posted the euro on a weekly basis, and as you can see, that chart looks exactly like the NASDAQ chart, making a 382 retracement long term. Now, if we switch over and go to the daily chart, You're going to be seeing here that we have a 3 drive to a bottom pattern. That same ABCD that we saw in the weeklies there on the daily goes from December through October. So we've hit that, and we've had a nice rally. Now, this is the same type of chart you had with the NASDAQ coming in on Friday. The NASDAQ had a little bit of a rally and then gave it all back. When it does that, folks, that is extremely bearish. That's what I'm trying to explain to folks here, both in the videos that I make each day to tell them what to look for, because I can't hold your hand all night, but I give you some pretty good ideas, and you people are picking it up really nicely. So I'm very, very happy about that. But the next time we do a day trading session, I'm going to spend a great deal of time with the 382. I found some new things that help determine when it's actually going to work and where there might be a problem, and that's going to be very important. Also, on the trading day that we're going to have sometime in November, we're going to have John Jameson as a guest for an hour to talk to us about not only cryptocurrencies and stuff, and of course Jamie Dimon came out today and said they had no equity, they had no intrinsic value of all. Well, neither do diamonds, but people buy a lot of them, so who knows. Anyway, he'll be sharing a lot of his information on how he thinks and stuff like that, because it's important. Remember, it's not what you think, it's how you think. And that's the main thing that you want to remember what we're looking at here. China happens to be closed the whole week, folks. And so we're looking at a thing with this Evergreen, Everglade, or whatever it happens to be, is going to be off and on in the news. But they're really, they're not going to be around this next week, because this is the Harvest Autumn Festival, and they're closed the whole week. Hong Kong was open, and the reason why the market broke last night in the S&P, which was shortly after about 7:30 in the evening here, our time, is because the Hong Kong exchange stopped trading in Evergreen. Whatever it is, Evergrande. They stopped trading in it, and that's what caused the market to break. And then, of course, it broke quite a bit from there. But these things are, extremely important as we look at some of these. And also, we've got to take care of something else. I've got a couple of questions here that people have asked me about, and that is about Elliott Wave. Now, I'm not going to get into a contest with you folks about Elliott Wave, because I have my opinion, you have yours, they have theirs, and they're all right. That's the one thing we sure know, that they are right. But here is from the Elliott Wave theorists over the weekend. It shows the waves that they're looking at with this particular chart. Now, I'm sure they worked really good. That's the way they do it. I think it's wonderful. But all I'm going to do now is take that same chart. Hopefully, we'll be able to find it here. I'm going to take that same chart. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put up the old Benoit Mandelbrot and Harold McKinley Gartley patterns. You'll see the beautiful 3 drive pattern there, where there's a B there for the Elliott Wave people. Then it goes up to a C, and that's nothing more than a 1.618 expansion. Anybody can see the ABCD to the downside, okay? And then look at this. You got a perfect ABCD again. They're calling it a 3451. Well, I don't know what it's called. I'm just calling it an ABCD because that's what it looked like, and that's what Mandelbrot used as his seed. So that's all I'm doing, folks. Those guys are very, very smart. Believe me, my IQ is almost, you folks might not know this, but Robert Krechter he's a bona fide a genius. He belongs to that Menzies Society. Of course, I do too. I happen to be a genius. I don't tell people that, but my IQ is 147. The difference is I had to take the test twice to get to that level. Each one of them came out to 71. So I have an IQ of 147, but they didn't tell me how many times I had to take the test. Same thing in golf, folks. I have a 2 handicap. The problem is they want me to play after I hit the ball in the first hole. So I'm trying to kill a little time here, make a little joke here, but unfortunately the jokes are not coming very good. Been a very emotional week, a great week and everything. So that's actually, Bo, it's 142, not 147. Okay. Anyway, that's pretty much. I keep this stuff, simple. Simplicity is better than complexity, and that's what I try to do, is keep things as simple as I possibly can. That's really what I'm looking at. Nothing more and nothing less. The thing that's really important, folks, what's happened between Friday and today is extremely, extremely bearish to the market. Even if we start to rally now, start to look for the ABCD patterns and start looking for 382 retracements off previous highs, because they have broken the back of the bull. For short term, maybe, yes. Long term, maybe, I don't know. But this is something that we've been looking at. It's done exactly what it had to do. Friday's action, even though it looked really, really bullish with the Dow up 400 points, if you looked at it really closely like we did, there was nothing more than a 382 rally, and it stopped right where it should have. And that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. And not only that, folks, remember, these folks that are with Robinhood and Reddit and all these other things, they've not experienced vacuum markets, where, the guy says, you remember in trading places down on the floor of the exchange, he says, get in there and sell, get in there and sell. And the broker says, to who? Nobody wanted to buy. And that's the problem. That's it. We saw a little bit of that in the 2008 debacle from the real estate thing. And then, of course, 2000, we saw it in spades with the dot-com bubble. But this one's going to be bigger because it's more profound and it's reached more and more people. And I don't know how it's going to end up and stuff, but it's all going to be good, because there's going to be great buying opportunities, great selling opportunities along the way. And that's what we're looking at here. We have a caller from Southern California who must be driving a Tesla. Mike, are you there?
Hi, Larry. Nice to talk to you. And I wanted to call you on Friday. You said that we didn't want to hear your stories. I love your stories, Larry. It makes my day. So keep them coming, please.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd like you to take a look at the stock, the chart on Tesla. It looks like it's had a breakout of that upward wedge, and it had deliveries over the weekend, and it took off to the upside and kind of actually pulled back from the 800 level, and looks like a failure in that level.
Well, let me pull it up here. I don't follow it day to day, but I do have the chart here. It had a big move up, and it's still quite a bit up on the day, but it's just in the lower part of the range. So there's nothing really dramatic happening to it yet. Let's get this up here so you'll be able to see it, Mike, along with everybody else. But this is truly, one of the innovative companies in the world. And we, all we've had now, we had 4 little days down and then this big move right here. There's no damage to the chart as of yet. The only way that it would be damaged is if we get down below 760, then there's a problem, Mike.
Okay. Thank you,
I hope
Larry.
that helps. Hey, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. And thanks for the kind words.
And my condolences for your friend, Larry.
No, that was joy. That was joy. Thanks, Mike. We'll talk to you later, buddy. Bye-bye.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, we're back, folks, and this is the long-term weekly chart of the NASDAQ. I don't look at weeklies too often, but you'll see the ABCD pattern that was there up there at 15,545. The high was 15,700, so it went another 200 points higher. But the thing that we're paying attention to now here is on the weekly chart. Now we're we're in the fifth week down, folks. If you go back to look back in February, we had a move down. Those dark little markings that you see, those are equal moves. That says that we're probably within 140 points or so down at the 61% retracement there at 13,962 of some type of a bounce. The problem is, folks, is what happened on Friday and Monday. This was pretty much what we were expecting. It's happened. Now, how much farther it's going to go, I don't know. And could this be the big one? Hey, I don't know. I don't play the big ones. I'm just looking for trading opportunities. That's all I'm looking at. I can't do any more or less than that. So that's really what I'm trying to do as I look at these things. So that's basically what I'm paying attention to. So I hope that helps. We'll have some good information from Jeff Hughes coming in on Tuesday, and then on Thursday we're going to have Tim Bost, which will be fun. By the way, we have a new moon today, folks. Here in the desert, it's really beautiful because autumn is coming and it's getting pretty nice out there. No more 100-degree days for us and stuff, so it's really quite nice. Someone's asked to share a baseball story. Oh dear, there had so many of them that I just can't. I mean, I just don't know which ones. I think one of my very favorite baseball stories was with Jerry West and with Vin Scully at Schwab's Pharmacy in Pacific Palisades. That's where Wes Parker lived, and I'd go over and have breakfast with Wes. And sometimes we would go over to the pharmacy there to have some a chocolate soda and some popcorn. And we happened to be in there about 10 o'clock in the morning, and Vin Scully was sitting there with Jerry West. Jerry West's wife was Vin Scully's secretary. So they were sort of a family group. And so we got to sit there and visit with them for about, well over an hour. And it was just really exciting. It's the only time I ever got to meet Jerry West. I got to see Vin Scully quite a few times, but that was the only time I ever got to sit down and visit with Jerry West. And I was a huge fan of his because he was a couple years older than me, actually 3 years older than me when he played in West Virginia. Anyway, let's get back If you have any questions, 877-927-6648. Be careful of one thing, folks, on some of these markets that break really bad, have black swan events, things that you don't have any really control over it. It might be this thing coming out of China. I don't know if it is or not, but nobody else does either. So we got to pay, sort of close attention to that. So that's the one thing. And there's other things that could be out there. The Federal Reserve. Here they caught two of the Fed guys with their hand in the till trading. Well, everybody knows they do that. The thing is that they caught them. Not only that, but this thing called the Pandora's papers or something, where they found people in politics that hid their fortunes. Wow, what a big surprise that is. I mean, these are at least some of it's coming out, for heaven's sakes. They don't have to hide it. I mean, everybody knows the Fed people do that. I mean, politicians do it all day long. Anybody doesn't believe this insider trading doesn't go on, you're being very, very naive. That's why the SEC watches it as close as they can, and I'm not so tongue-in-cheek when I say that. So remind ourselves of that. So watch the rallies, folks. If we've learned anything through over these past 14 years of doing this show, watch those little ABCD rallies, and they'll be the ones that allow you to get in either long or short, without risking very much at all. And that's the key to what you want to be doing this thing for. So I hope that helps. Now, all I can tell you, folks, for certain, and I'm not certain about anything, is that these markets are going to get volatility. Volatility is coming back. Let me tell you, it's been here, but now it's coming out in spades. It's going to show you what it's really got. So it's going to be in everything too. Look at natural gas today, folks. 3,000 down, 5,000 up, 3,000 up. It's had $11,000 move, and it's only halfway through the trading day. Not even halfway through the trading day. So these are things that you got to focus in on when you're looking. It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you don't lose. And believe me, folks, I have experienced it both, and it's much easier to take a smaller loss than it is a really, really bigger loss. So that's the key here to reminding ourselves to do this. We have a question here about Apple. Apple, I haven't looked at the chart over the weekend because I was doing so much with all the other stuff that I was watching. So give me a second here, and we'll pull Mr. Apple up, and so everybody can take a look at it. It's heading down. We thought it would get down. Oh, it's heading down more than we thought, but it's still in that ballpark. Let's just get it right here. Here's a perfect example again. But thank you very much to the person that asked about this Apple. This should be right on everybody's list right here, folks. I love this. Thank you for asking this. Whoever it was kind enough to drop that note in. Let's just get this. I'm going to draw this in so you folks can see. I preached about it all morning long, and I sent this out when it was happening, so it's nothing new. Here's Apple, folks, on the daily chart. And those of you that don't believe in the old 382, take a look at it here, where you see the B leg to the C leg. You see the C leg to the exact tick, folks, 147.49. That was a 382. That measures to 131, so we're halfway there. And this is going to be very interesting to watch, because when we get to there, it'll be a 1.618 expansion. It'll be a 61% retracement of the low in March. It'll be a 78% retracement of the low in June. So that's why you want to pay so close attention to that, because it's got a chance to really do technically what it's supposed to do. Now, it might change, if they come out with something new or whatever, but that's what we're watching. Remember, China is closed for 5 days, so not going to get anything from China. So be prepared next Sunday night when they open up, because they might have surprises for everybody, either good or bad. And I'm sure they don't want to be embarrassed by this company. I don't know if you know how big this company is, folks. It owns 1,700 properties. I'm talking multi-million properties, 17 of them in 283 cities in China. That's how big they are. And everybody, the tentacles of what this goes through touches everybody over there. So it's a big deal. It's not like Lehman Brothers. It's much, much larger than that. So that's what they're telling us in the news. It may or may not be true, but either here or there, that's what we're looking at it. So we got a break coming up here pretty soon. Al tells me there's one line open, 877-927-6648. So we'll be keeping a very, very close eye on these markets for you. And those of you that belong to 24/7, there'll be more videos. I sent out 4 of them over the weekend. I'll probably send 2 a day now instead of 1 a day to try to catch up with what's going on and get low entry spots to either be a buyer or seller, and that may or may not give us a little bit of a lead in here. So, okay, we take a little break here, and then we'll be right back with words from our sponsor, 877-927-6648.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Are you looking for a secured investment which pays you on a monthly basis? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be the program for you. The best rate on a 5-year CD in the country right now, according to Bankrate.com, is paying 1% per year or $1,000 per $100,000 invested. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly, on secured, high-value, buildable properties in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment is for 4 years, paying 7% per year or $7,000 per $100,000 invested. Your investment is secured by high-value real estate in St. Petersburg, Florida. Your investment can be anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000. Do you want to make $1,000 per year on $100,000 invested or $7,000 per year on a secured Tiger First mortgage? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be just the program for you. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly. For more information, you can call 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Okay, I don't know how he got through, but somebody called through. Mr. Z, is that you?
It is, sir. Quick question for you on NASDAQ futures.
Yes, sir.
We've gone below 14,500. That's the AB equals CD.
Yes, sir.
In time, the first leg down took 10 trading days. We're only in the 6th right now. So if we're equal in time, we've got another 4 days down to go to equal the first leg lower in time. But since we've surpassed the 1-to-1 in price, please share your rule of thumb as to how much lower you suspect it goes before you look to cover. You know, not forecasting, but looking to cover shorts. Share your thoughts with us, please.
Sure, John. I posted a 4-hour chart of the NASDAQ showing the ABCD pattern in there. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in what I assume is a 3-drive pattern. Now, this is just short term, and I don't think it's going to last for a very long time. But we're right there right now at 14,400. I'll bring this up so you can take a quick look at it. I am of the opinion that it's going to go a lot lower. So what I'm looking for is, like we did Sunday night, try to find a good place to get short. But this is where if we melt down, if we go much below 14,300 today, down another 100 points, that's going to break 3 standard deviations, and that really scares the option boys. And that's where all this comes from, because that's 6 times the volume that we have in these futures, and that's where these standard deviations are so very important, because once they go through 1 standard deviation, that's the caution light. The red light is the 2 standard deviations, and now we've gone through that in the NASDAQ, and then that light is lights out. So they are very, very
let me
scared.
Just add to that, you and I will both recall 1987, there was that Los Angeles firm, LOR, that specialized in portfolio insurance, and that led to cataclysmic selling that October 19th. Well, today, the options market has grown to be huge, as you just pointed out. As we start breaking levels, mechanical selling can be the story of the day, like portfolio insurance was way back then. So, Larry, thanks so much.
Thank you, John. May God bless. We'll see you all tomorrow, folks. Jeff Hughes is our guest.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people.